So this is what it looks like on the world race to change continents from Asia to Central America.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye.
We are pretty much like 15 minutes into travel day, and Shannon's already making it fun. So we've been packing and cleaning up loose ends and doing whatever we need to do all day. But now we're in the van. We got in the van at 4, so we can get all the way across town to the airport. So we're all packed up, all of our stuff. We don't have to be at the airport till 7. The van ride should take us about an hour. But to be at 7, like the 5 to 7 rush hour is just not going to work. So we had to leave at 4 so we can get there at 5. So we can wait at the airport for 2 hours to meet our team at 7 to get on a plane at 11? At 11 to start our multiple day journey to Guatemala. So this is what it looks like on the world race to change continents from Asia to Central America. So Shannon's a little less hyper, but she should be excited. She is pretty close to front of the line. It is now, it is 8:08 here, p.m., which means it's, what time, like 9 a.m. in Guatemala, where we want to be arriving. We were going to meet at 7, but then they wouldn't let us check in till 8:15. So now we're all lined up to check into our flight at 8:15. Flight will leave at 8. We'll see how long it takes us to get through tickets and customs. Usually it takes a while, even for just all of us to get tickets. It's a good time. So that's the line, that's the group. We're waiting to get on our first flight.
I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again.
It is now 9:10. We were in line for an hour to get our tickets, but now we have them. Now we gotta go through security yet. Failing. It is 11:25 p.m. in Malaysia, which means it is, what, 12:35 in Guatemala? Something like that, where we're going. We are finally on the plane, so we should be taking off shortly, I believe. I'll get the phone off here, all my electronics off and stored. I'm in a lovely middle seat here. James is in front of me. So we're going to try to watch the same movie at the same time. So it's like we're by each other. And then hopefully I'll sleep a lot and we can get sleep schedules adjusted. So next stop, Seoul, South Korea, where we'll be at a layover there for 8 hours. So we'll see you in the morning. Hi, so we're in South Korea at our layover here. It is, what time in Malaysia?
6:38
It's 6:38
a.m.
where we left, a.m. It is 7:38 local time, and it is
5:38 p.m.
Guatemala, where we're going. So we flew through the night and maybe slept like an hour. James and I each had middle seats. James sitting in front of me, both surrounded by people we didn't know. It was a good time. We watched the movie Pan, and then I tried to sleep and couldn't, and had to go to the bathroom and felt bad that both people on the other side of me were sleeping and waited for like 2 hours before I woke one of them up. Yeah! So now we're here, our flight leaves at
3 p.m.
3 p.m. And our flight is not San Francisco, Los Angeles, LA.
11 hours.
Yep. Trying to set up anything exciting happened. The landing was pretty terrible. I about flew into the person beside me. Yeah, otherwise, I've heard there's a Taco Bell around here somewhere, so we might go find that. Yay! Alright, until then, we're gonna sleep.
So kiss me and smile to me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving
Yeah, we're still trying to catch a few more Z's before we go. Back in Malaysia, it's 11:29 p.m. p.m.
Yes.
Which means it is bedtime. Okay, morning. We just had breakfast. I'm wearing my little airplane slippers that we get. We're playing some games on our little screens. James wants to know how we need to upgrade to those seats. Yeah, so Los Angeles, we're gonna land in just like an hour. It's gonna be like 10 a.m. there, but it'll feel like midnight to us. And like a 12-hour layover there. See what we do. We'll leave the airport. We have to get our bags, go do customs. We're excited to see so many white people drink water from a tap, use a bathroom that's not completely soaked in water because the shower is actually separate than the rest of it, so part of the bathroom will be dry.
Cars with steering wheels on the left side.
Cars that are normal. Pretty much all the white people in English. Lots of English.
English everywhere.
Dylan's excited. All the English.
I hopped off the plane at LAX with a dream, my cardigan. Welcome to the land of fame.
It would be 1:40 a.m. in Malaysia, but here it is. James, what time is it here?
10:41.
10:41 a.m. here, so a little bit of time difference. We're here in LAX. We're waiting for my cousin to come pick us up so we can hang out for the day. We have time. We don't have to be here back here till 7 p.m. Our flight leaves at like 11 p.m. and then we're off to Guatemala. So we'll have a fun day. People are reuniting. There's moms, there's boyfriends, there's other family members meeting some of us here. We're off. Target. The post office.
Food.
Food. Sounds good. Da-da, da-da. It tastes like Mountain Dew. Like real Mountain Dew.
Real Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
With real fake sugar.
Yeah. Alright, so it is 10:44 a.m. on Friday in Malaysia, which is where we left on Wednesday the 20th at 4 p.m. Wednesday the 27th. And now we're in LAX, about to get on our flight to Guatemala. And local time, it is like 7:45 then, 7:45 p.m. And it's, what time is it in Guatemala then? Just hour difference? 2 hours difference.
9:45.
Yeah, 9:45. Oh, got all these numbers down? We need to wrap up how many hours we've actually been traveling so far because we're keeping track of way too many time zones. So we just had a long layover here, hung out at my cousin's house. Thanks, T. Pretty much crashed on his couch. We meant to like walk around and see a little bit more of LA, but we took a nap instead and showered, and it's great. So we'll get on our flight. Should just be 4 hours to Guatemala. Our flight doesn't leave till 11 p.m. though, so we have some time. We have to go through security. We haven't gone through like legit airport security in a while. I mean, the other airports in other countries are legit. It's just they do it a lot different. It's like crazy and hectic, and we understand how this one works. So we're actually kind of excited to go through airport security and understand what's happening. But it should be good. So I've given up telling time, but it's like 11:50 something here.
12:16 a.m.
Oh, 12:16 a.m.
Video? Oh, I was just smiling in the background. Oh. Yeah.
It's like 12:16 a.m. here in Los Angeles, which means it's in the evening back in Malaysia, and it's a couple hours different in Guatemala. Who even knows? We just want to get
It's
there.
finally Friday.
It is finally Friday.
After the longest Thursday ever.
We're on this plane after 2 Thursdays, pretty much. We get to Guatemala City and then we have to take a bus to Antigua and we'll see how that goes. So hopefully I can sleep. Everyone can sleep. Ah, yes. We have landed in Guatemala. It's sometime at some date that I don't even know anymore.
3 days later.
Yeah. So we are in our vans on the way to Antigua. They're a lot nicer than the charter bus that James and I took last time, so we're pretty excited. Yay! It is, well, back in Malaysia, it is 9:10 p.m. on Friday. Here it is 7:10 a.m. I did manage to sleep a little bit last plane, so we'll see if I can stay awake all day. Yeah, so far we've seen a lot of Pollo Campero and Taco Bell, so I'm actually hungry already. Eating schedule's way off too. So I think a couple hours to Antigua, I'm not even sure. We'll tell you when we get there. We have arrived in Antigua. We're back in Guatemala. Saw some familiar things already, so that's fun. It is 7:55 a.m. here. It is 9:53 on Friday back in Malaysia. That's p.m. Yeah, we've been traveling for 54 hours. We gotta do Thursday the 28th twice, pretty much. So we're here. We'll be staying here tonight, and then we're off to our ministry site tomorrow in Mazatenango. But today, Antigua. Get a good rest tonight, hopefully, and see what tomorrow has in store. So that's travel day from Asia to Central America. Travel days, 54 hours. We're tired.
I'm leaving on a jet plane.